You need to know that you need to make enough time with your kids. You need to hug them. They need to know that you love them. If they know that you love them, then you can discipline them. And it works. My father was a soldier. In my house, there was no such word as I can't. He was tough. He had his hair with bushwhacks like a Marine. I had to take crew cuts as a kid. The reason I still have a little long hair is because I had to take these crew cuts, which is a 0, and I used to come to school and all the kids were like, oh, that's pretty funny, because I'm not Hasidish, right? So then when I was 13 years old and he was like, you can take your own haircuts, I had very long hair because, right? But no matter what he told me to do, and I used to sit next to him in shul, when all the kids after, like, you're little kids, so by Shemana Esrei laning, they would go outside and play bottle caps and races and everything. I sat next to my father in shul. He said, if you're old enough to come to shul, then you're old enough to sit in shul. They were on top of being a soldier, they were yekis. So if you're old enough to come to shul, then you sit next to me in shul. And I sat next to him in shul. And there was no such thing as talking in shul. I never have talked in shul my whole life. I'm 57 years old. Hashem's my witness. I don't talk in shul. I was brought up by a father. He was tough. All the other kids were running around outside, right? The bottom line is that on the way to shul we had contests. On the way home we had contests. I made a Shabbos play the night before. Went to the candy man. I knew that this man loved me like nobody else. So if you tell me to sit next to you and not get up, I don't understand why I'm 8 years old and I can't get up. But I trust the man sitting next to me that he loves me. So whatever he tells me, I trust is for my good. That's the way to bring up children. And the Rabbi Wallerstein that's sitting in front of you today, whether you like me or you don't like me, whatever I am or I'm not, is because of the way my parents brought me up. And I earned everything that I got. And there's no better feeling in this world than getting things because you earned them. Getting things for free, in the end of the day, you have no feelings whatsoever. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in this week's Parsha, Vayitav, the best thing that he could give Yocheved and Miriam was that they could see that the fruits of their labor was successful. That is the greatest nachas a person can have, is to see that their children, that they put all that work into, that it worked out correctly. That starts with love.